Okay, so this question can be quite confusing for some of you if you don't bother to read. Okay, so usually when I read the info like this, right, like for example, they say framework A, B, C, D, E, A. So make sure you really go and join it up so that you understood where is the framework A, B, C, D, E, and back to A. So essentially, the framework looks like a trapezium, or you can see it as three triangle. Okay, and then it says that they consist 7 pieces of wood. So you might want to justify where are the 7 pieces of wood. So this is one piece of wood. This is another piece of wood. This is another piece of wood. So these 4 pieces are length R. And then there are another 3 pieces. So this is another piece, another piece, another piece. So these are the 7 pieces of wood. So make sure you read. Okay, and then the area enclosed by the framework, that means essentially is this whole area, which is 3 triangle. And you should realize that you are dealing with 3 isosceles triangle. So you are dealing with 3 isosceles triangle. So if you are dealing with 3 isosceles triangle, okay, so you can just do a half AB sine C. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a half AB sine C. So after you apply the half AB sine C, okay, if you are thinking, then how am I going to get the sine 2 theta or that? So after you apply the half AB sine C, you apply the addition formula. So I'm apply the triangle formula. Sorry, half AB sine C, not half ABC. Then after that, I'm applying the addition formula. So if you apply the addition formula, that's how you get one area of triangle. And then because there are 3 triangles, you just have to multiply by 3. Okay, so it's half AB sine C. And then if you didn't know how to simplify, you can recognize that it's actually an addition formula. Okay, so the area is actually determined by this trigo formula. Okay, so this area is determined by the trigo formula. And we know that the radius is constant. The only variable is the theta. So they say theta can vary. Okay, so when theta can vary, and if you want the maximum area, usually you can also be doing like a dA d theta equal to 0. If you do that, you won't get it wrong, but I didn't bother to try because it's only 2 marks. So because it's only 2 marks, right? My thinking is the area is restricted by the sine function. And the highest the sine function can go is 1. So remember, sine function, if you think about the graph, the highest it can go is 1. The least it can go is -1. So the area is, so if the area formula contains a sine function or a cosine function, it is limited by the sine or cosine function. In this case, the area is limited by the sine function. So when the sine function is the highest, that will be the highest possible area. So I didn't bother to do a differentiate because it's only 2 marks. And I have a sine function to help me. So that's how I get my maximum area. And because it happens when this is equal to 1, so I will do the basic angle, I will do my ASTC to get the theta. So it's actually very short working. Okay, so usually the differentiate part, right, is the one that actually gave you more marks. However, you can try to do a dA d theta equal to 0. You should get the same answer. Okay, I didn't bother to try. You can give it a try. Okay, so you got the area, you got the maximum thing. So now the next part, you are going to, the question says that a similar framework is made up from a single piece of wood. So there's the single piece of wood So if you will not make any sense if you miss out on the 7 pieces in the previous part. So the whole framework is made out of the 7 pieces. So that means, right, this will be the 7 pieces of wood. And just now when I run through the 7 pieces, we got 4 pieces that is length R, and we got 3 of the yellow pieces. So I'm going to break down that yellow piece. So I'm trying to get the yellow piece that I was explaining just now. So I'm trying to do that by the usual trigo. So I'm going to draw a dotted line so that I can find half of it first. So that I can find half of the yellow length that I wanted. Okay, so I got 3 of the yellow length that I mentioned in the previous part. So in order to get the 3 of the yellow length, right, I find half of it first by doing a trigo. So it will be a cosine theta equal to AM over R. So you will get this, and then you just have to multiply by 2, and this will be the 3 pieces. So out of the 7 pieces of wood, you got 4 pieces that are R, and then 3 pieces that are 2R cosine theta. So that's how you got the 7 pieces. And these 7 pieces made up this length. The 7 pieces made up this length. And then if you do a bit of manipulation, you will get to the showing that you are supposed to do. You can divide by a 2R because R is a constant. It's not a theta, it's not an unknown. It's just a constant. So that's how we get the proof. So some students will get stuck. You get stuck because you never realize about the 7 pieces. So if let's say you get stuck, right, doesn't matter. You just go ahead and then apply your R formula. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the last part of converting to the R formula. If you got issue with that, you let me know. I'll show you the technique video. Okay, so it's all about reading for information, particularly if you flip and then you forgot what's in front, or you didn't even start reading. Okay, so always read for information.